Hello, how are you? It's late night. That's why I'm talking a little lower, softer. But I wanted to make this little video for my English-speaking friends. I got a lot of private emails from you guys, or messages, I'm sorry, not emails, messages from you guys asking what's going on in Venezuela, what are you posting? Carlos, I don't understand a word you're saying, it's all in Spanish, it's fast, you speak too fast in Spanish, I can understand a word, everybody speaks so fast in that country. So it's true, we speak very fast in Venezuela, and it's true, we bombarding you with information all in Spanish. I'm sorry, it's because we're talking among each other and trying to pass the information to fellow Venezuelans and people who are in Venezuela. So we're trying to inform those who are in the country who might not have access to the right information. That's why we're doing that. But you're right. I should say something in English so you guys understand what's happening. Plus, it's important that you guys also understand what's happening in my country so you can become an ally of our cause and you know, you support us too. Once we can tell you what's happening. But anyway, so let me go quickly and briefly, but clearly. Elections were coming in 2024. As you know, elections are coming all over the place, all over the world. We have elections coming in the United States in November too. There were elections in Mexico, Argentina, England, you know, it's everywhere. So Venezuela had elections too. And we wanted to have this amazing woman named Maria Corina Machado, who is bright, brilliant, smart, prepared, qualified, a woman who believes in human rights, who believes in freedom, who believes in democracy, who believes in progress for our countries. So, you know, all the good stuff. So we wanted to have her as our representing person on the ballot. And she was trying to be on the ballot. But the problem was the narco state, that's how I call the government in Venezuela, the narco state. They, knowing that she's very popular, very smart, and she's very much liked by the whole international community, like the woman, so they came up with some kind of weird reason, bullshit stuff to prevent her from being on the ticket. So they disqualify her, legally disqualify her from running for president in Venezuela. They are that afraid of her, that much, to the point of doing that. How can they do that? Well, Venezuela is a totalitarian state. The government controls every aspect of the society. Every legal body of the country belongs to the government, the Supreme Court, the Assembly, or what you might call here the Congress, the Senate, every mayor, every lawmaker, almost in 90% of all of them belong to the government. And in Venezuela, they are loyalists, which means they're loyal to the man, to him, not to the country, not to the Constitution, not to the people of Venezuela. They're loyal to the president of Venezuela, or what they call president of Venezuela. So whatever he asks him to do, as illegal as it might be, they'll do it because he ordered that. Whatever it is, it can be anything. Like, for example, they amended the Constitution of Venezuela to eliminate presidential term limits so they can stay in power forever by constitution. You know, stuff like this. So they can do whatever they want. So they come up with something to get the woman out of the way. Problem is, she's very smart. And Maria Corina picked another person to run on her place. And this man, Edmundo Gonzalez, that's the other person, was not someone that they could actually kick out of the ballot. They actually had to let him run. So he represented her on paper. So when people were voting for Edmundo Gonzalez, they were actually voting for Maria Corina. Get it now? That was the strategy. That was the plan. Since they came up with some kind of bullshit about her, then we came up with something else to give him back. And we did. and we won. 70-something% of the tabulation is on Maria Corina's side, Edmundo's side. So that's why you see people saying Edmundo won, Maria Corina won, Edmundo won, Maria Corina. So who the heck, who won? I know, it's confusing, it's very confusing. Edmundo is basically the party of Maria Corina. So he's the face on the paper, she is the power behind it. Got it? Okay. Then the narco state replied with their own results. They say they have 51% of the vote. Okay, where are they? We got to see them, right? I mean, you cannot just say, I won. Okay, you won? Let me see. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the receipts. They don't have the tabulation. We have it. And we posted it online. And it's irrefutable, unchangeable, and it's certified. And it's right there for anyone who wants to see it. 70-something% of the vote. They got 30% of the vote. Go figure that. And then they came up with 51%, and we don't know where they got that number from. Because there's no receipts, there's nothing, nothing. They haven't released absolutely nothing to prove what they say. And because they don't have nothing to show, then they decided to start intimidating people, shooting people, arresting people, torturing people. And that's what you're seeing right now on the news, because they had nowhere to go. They lost. They got caught trying to steal the election. And because of that, they're so scared, they're in a corner. So they now decided to start shooting everybody. That's what's happening in Venezuela. So if you were, seeing me or my friends or my fellow Venezuelans yelling and screaming and posting stuff, this is why. This is exactly why we're doing this. So thank you for asking me. Thank you for being there. Thank you for being supporters of our cause. And, God help us. That's all I have to say. God help us. But thank you.